Oh no. I hear weeping.
Yeah, Jesse, it's me.
Why do you lament so, Josh?
Oh, I'm just feeling sad right now.
But why? You live a good life. You have people who care about you. You should be feeling happy, like I am.
The way that you're kind of manipulating my feelings makes me feel disgusted, Jesse.
Well, the fact that you're attempting to resist my emotional control of you fills me with a bitter rage.
Yeah? Well, seeing you so angry makes me horny.
Oh, yes? Well, when I look over your shoulder, I see possessions of yours that I would like to own. And my greed is swelling within me.
Yeah? Well, anxiety is apparently an emotion as well, I learned.
Okay. Okay. Is that one you're feeling?
Sure it is. Man, we have a lot of feelings, Jesse, and
we do.
What better place to feel them than here in Big Town? Welcome to Big Town.
This is Big Town Improv, the only podcast where emotions matter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's no other podcasts out there about, I don't know, feeling feelings or anything like that.
For sure.
And thank God.
What a dumb idea.
Who is that?
Someone has broken into the Big Town offices, Josh.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. Two people just like wandered in here. We didn't even describe the show yet. I'll do that real quick. This is an improvised podcast. We're going to tell some true stories, and that's going to lead to a montage of small improvised scenes. But then we're going to go into not just small scenes, but we're going to do the Big Town Big Scene, which is one improvised scene of a single plot from beginning to end. That's how this podcast works. Now, who the heck are these people? Wait a minute. I recognize these people.
You recognize them? Could you describe them to us in sequence and name them?
Sure. Well, the first one is one of the hosts of the Feel Feelings podcast. I think he prefers to go by Danny Getz.
Oh, yes, I should have written that way so it made your life easier, but I didn't trust the sign-in sheet.
Getz. Well, my name, of course, is Josh, he, him, so...
I usually refer to you as that, so it makes sense.
Well, you've described one of the intruders into our Big Town office, but who's the second person here, Josh?
Well, the second intruder is also one of the hosts of the Feel Feelings podcast. It's George Brudermann, I think is how you pronounce his last name.
You nailed it. Honestly, the amount of people at every show that don't get it right that I have known for years, and we've met via the internet now twice. You're killing it.
Amazing. I feel really good about that. My last name gets mispronounced a lot too. And it is an unusual name, Pilch, Pilch. But I have to say, it is 5 letters, extremely straightforward. People are saying plitch and like pitch, like just read the letters in order.
For years, my like Instagram handle was like some other project that I was, and then I just decided to make it how you say my last name phonetically. Yes. So this way, anyone that booked me, I was like, "Oh, it's just the Instagram." Great, wonderful. Thank you for making it easier for me. And still, I'll get Butterman. I've gotten Prettyman, and it wasn't a come on. It was just they just thought that's what was written.
That's the one you should have kept.
You know, I was recently in Massachusetts, in Salem.
No, brag about
Salem, Massachusetts. And one noted luminary whom they're proud of is Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Sure.
And Nathaniel Hawthorne's like great-great-grandfather was a judge in the Salem witch trials.
One of the good ones, though,
and
I'm
you can
sure.
actually... No, one of the worst.
He really advocated for burning women that weren't witches.
And
Right.
you can
Like,
actually
positive end of that.
and because the world is horrible, you know, he lived to an old age and died successful, and you can go and see his grave. But Judge Hawthorne spelled his name Hathorne. Nathaniel Hawthorne adds a W to the last name. And we went on a tour of the House of Seven Gables where he used to live, Nathaniel Hawthorne, and they were like, they think he added the W to distance himself from his notorious great-great-grandfather.
To
And I'm
distance
like,
himself
that's a
by
very
moving
bad
down
attempt.
the street.
What a lazy way to...
That's he could have. I would change every one of those letters to like Smith, maybe.
I might have at least moved to Boston. You're a successful writer. You have money. Like, why stay in the same town you're trying to not to be known for?
Josh, didn't you tell me your last name comes from like a German thing where they like skin whales or something like that?
Not exactly. Pilch most likely comes from Pilcher, which is a Polish thing from way back when. And it's pretty fun. It's a tradesperson of fur materials, but most often specifically fur bags, satchels, and diapers.
Fur diapers?
All good things.
Fur diapers, yes.
Absorbent.
We need all
For
those
the warmth.
I hope so. I don't know.
You know, fur naturally lets the water run off. Hydrophobic at its best. That's what we need for a diaper.
That's why it goes out the sides. It's more of a aqueduct situation of your waste.
Yeah, my family's been mixing hair and shit for generations, so it's
That's
great.
great.
It's wonderful.
Listen, mine's just redundant. It's supposed to be like the man of my brother.
Right, yeah.
So it's just the brother man.
Brother man.
Which no one called me in high school, which would have been a way better nickname than shit for brains. But here we are.
Is man of my brother your nephew?
Yes.
The
I am
man
nephew.
of my
I mean,
brother.
nephew is a pretty solid nickname. Like, what's up, nephew? Like,
What's up, nephew? It's like the
I like
opposite
that.
of Unc.
yeah.
Danny Getz. Do you know the...
What does he get?
Yeah, what do you
Whatever
get?
I want.
Whoa.
That was the
Do you know where
slogan growing
the
up.
name comes from?
I don't actually. I think like common understanding seems to be German, and that's
Right,
it. They kind of leave it
sounds
as
like it.
base German, but
Just German.
There's also a few other countries in like that part of Europe that it could be from, because like the fun fact of all this is my fiance has the same last name but different spelling, and
Right, yeah.
one of ours.
Talk about not looking back in your family history.
Dad's adopted. The name doesn't naturally flow into her family. It was just placed there later.
Right, there you go.
But I think the version that hers is in is the more generally accepted German spelling. But I think like her like dad's adopted parents or whatever are not German. So even though mine is not the common German version, I think it still traces back to German for us, which is just a weird thing that like hers doesn't but is, and ours
Danny's father is a former Kaiser.
Yes, former.
The two of
They wear the pointy hats.
I feel like
and everything.
you and Josh, like Getz and Pilch, should found like a Dickensian law firm or something.
Getz and Pilch.
I look forward to ruining the lives of paupers.
All right. So now we're left with perhaps the most exciting family name here. You two probably don't even know what Jesse's last name is.
He appears to not have one from what I'm seeing.
It's Jesse Moriarty.
Oh, like that one guy.
Yeah.
Yes, like that one guy.
Just like that one guy.
Yeah, Leanne Moriarty, writer of Big Little Lies.
Yep.
That's exactly who I was thinking.
That's the
That
guy I
one
know.
guy.
There's actually a town in New Mexico called Moriarty, and every
Really?
year they have a big Moriarty reunion in which all Moriartys are invited to attend.
Even that one evil one? He's a bad
Yeah,
man.
Actually,
Yeah, but
there's
it's like
a separate conference room for dastardly Moriartys.
I mean, it's like a
You can
neutral
spin
area.
your mustache.
One assumes, anyway. It's New Mexico, so they're an
It's
accepting.
a land
Yeah.
of enchantment.
Yeah,
Well done.
they're an accepting people.
That's always been a bit of mine where it's like I meet someone will be like, "Oh, your name is George." Like, so my so and so's name is George, and my bit is always like, "That's crazy. I haven't seen them at any of the meetings," as if that like Georges just sort of congregate, sort of like an Al-Anon group to talk about George problems. But it's not anonymous. It's just there's too many Georges to know which one is actually it.
You say that,
So I'm
but I feel like in recent times I've seen fewer and fewer Georges.
That's true, yeah.
I fell off after the
Yeah, I was
Bush
going to say, I blame
administration.
9/11.
I wonder if there's something to that. I'll say one more thing that reminded me. Did you all see the Battle of the Joshes? This was like
Battle of the Joshes.
This was like a social media organized event where they said, like, it was kind of this ironic, like, you know, silly thing where someone's like, everyone named Josh gather here and we will battle each other. And like truly all these people named Josh like gathered in like Oregon or something with like foam swords and like Nerf guns and stuff and staged this big fake fight.
Did you win?
And like, okay, haha. I didn't show up for the reason I'm about to say, because
Conscientious
you watched
objector.
it
I like that.
and you go, oh, haha, cute. I was a conscientious objector because this was the height of COVID that this happened. So I don't know the fate of all the Joshes there. Like, it was outside, thankfully. But like,
Several Joshes are the core reason for like a super spreader.
right, exactly.
I don't know who
Those
Patient
people-
Zero
like-
is, but his name is Josh.
It was Josh. Yes.
Almost definitely
There's a high
Josh.
percentage that his
Yeah.
name
Did
is
I say
Josh.
Oregon? I meant the wet markets of Wuhan is where they met.
Yeah.
Common mistake.
It's honestly super common mistake. Super common mistake.
And how many of the Joshes were bats?
Only the most delicious
Honestly,
ones.
and there's a non-zero
those didn't
chance
win.
that at least one of those Joshes wasn't dressed like Batman. So like I think that counts.
I think
You know,
you're
if you're
right.
getting a group of people together, the just compelling urge inside to cosplay as whatever it doesn't matter if it's just for Joshes or comic book nerds. Someone will dress up like Batman. There's a Bucks County Batman, speaking of which.
For
Do
real?
you guys know about Bucks County
Is it
Batman?
your mom?
I got.
Oh my god, it's my mom. No, there's this guy. He wanders around, like he pops into IKEA every once in a while. He's got like this $5,000 Batman suit, and he just sort of like, oh, Batman. And that's his whole thing. He just wanders around Batman, and he works with the police. He doesn't actually fight crime, but he shows up for like birthday parties.
Gentlemen,
Oh.
you understand why I've called you all here. The latest metrics are extremely disturbing. The Josh population has almost tripled since last year.
Oh wow.
Tripled?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Somehow we are looking at what I can only describe as the Joshcularity, in which Joshes expand to cover the entire globe in less than 10 years if these trends continue. I need solutions here to radically cull the amount of Joshes.
Well, how do we account
Yeah.
for the spread as it is? We have to, go back to the beginning. How did we get this far? How did we let this happen?
Well, as you can see by the giant illuminated map behind me, which shows like little dots expanding outward from a point, if we go back on our Josh timeline, you can see that they all can be traced, it's seemingly to here, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, in which there was an event which we are calling the Joshplosion, in which Josh is propagated outward at an unexpected rate. Our current scientific theory is that one of the Joshes was like the gremlins from the movie Gremlin, where if you get them wet, they multiply.
Of course.
But that is only a theory. Right now, we are dealing with the problem as is, and I need to know how we're going to deal with all these Joshes.
Well, as the treasurer here at the Coalition of Corys, thank you, Corey, by the way.
You're welcome, Corey.
I think the key here is to identify what it is that is making Joshes thrive in the current ecosystem. It's all about survival of the fittest. It's evolution. And these Joshes are evolving to really thrive in the modern world. So when
I suspect it's probably the ocean acidity, yeah.
It could be the ocean acidity, but when I look at people named Josh, I'm seeing...
I'm so sorry you have to do that.
Pasty guy.
Yeah. The treasurer makes a lot of sacrifices here in the coalition.
I appreciate you doing that for us.
Yeah. So some things in common. They're pasty. They're poor eyesight.
Yep.
You know, nose never quite the right size. You know,
things that we
weight constantly.
Things that we Corys never have to worry about.
No. And this actually is reminding me one of the things that really advanced the Joshes. We all, of course, saw the movie. That movie with John David Washington, where he was like part artificial intelligence.
Black Klansman.
RoboCop.
Not Black Klansman. No. This was called. We all saw it.
Gonna need a little bit more context here, Corey.
We saw the movie, and it was called The Creator.
Yeah, a lot of people saw that movie.
We all saw that movie.
Yeah,
I did like that field trip that we all took as Corys to go see The Creator.
Right. And you remember what John David Washington, this extremely cool, suave action hero, son of Denzel Washington, his character's name in that movie was Josh. This changed the perception throughout the world. Scared one of our Corey. Corey's gone.
Corey couldn't handle it. You know what? I did get something from him internally during our quick meeting here that this is not the only group that is expanding. He did get word from the Jeffs with a G that they have been rapidly expanding as well, and they are, as they put it, at JeffCon 4 currently of their Jeffs. He may need to pop over. As you know, his middle name is Jeff.
I look at it and I think it should be Geoff. I'm not the only one,
but
right?
It never. Let's just
Corey,
be honest here. When
same.
it comes to us Corys versus Jeffs versus Josh, you know, Josh is on one hand pasty, poor eyesight.
Yeah.
You put them in the sun with astigmatism, they're going to be taken out. Jeffs, however, have the cockiness, the confidence of overwhelming just. I think it's an inferiority complex because they just got their name spelt wrong.
Well, Corey, you might not. You might not be old enough to remember the Matt-pocalypse of '84.
I've heard tale.
We've lost a lot of good Corys that day, and that is I think there's lessons to be had in how we in the mistakes we made dealing with that we can apply now to what I'm going to just start calling now the Josh Jeff calamity.
It's tough. I am getting a report here. We have some analysts out in the field figuring out the Josh situation.
A new report?
It's a new report.
Is it coming out on one of those little like ticker tape things?
It's a ticker tape.
Sure
thing, yeah.
it is. I can see it right
Honestly,
in front of me.
we should really speak to someone about updating to like a Mac.
Yeah.
Although then we'd have to get the Macs involved, and that
There
seems
aren't.
like,
There's like 8 Macs.
Yeah,
Come
we don't
on.
have to worry about
Exactly.
them
They're
too
horrible.
much. I think we're okay.
suck.
We all know they
hate
suck.
I
them.
hate
the Jeffs
everyone
with a
named
G.
Mac. True. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm reading the report really quickly. So it seems that there is a direct correlation with the new batch.
Did you say a direct
of
correlation?
Josh's. Correlation,
Take it
yes,
down
of course.
with the Corey thing.
Sorry, I got excited.
We get it.
If we don't have puns, we have nothing.
Go ahead, Corey. What's this?
Spirits are
Thank you,
low. We need
Corey.
to keep them up.
I apologize, Corey.
Thank you, Corey. It seems that there is a correlation between mothers drinking the Josh brand of wine
Of course.
and then thinking of a name when that child is born.
So you're saying they're
and going
sloshed
back
on
to what
Josh?
they were considered. They're sloshed on Josh, and that is creating more Joshes.
Here's the thing.
So we got to get them something more posh.
We do. A posh Josh, even.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Yeah. When horny couples go out to the movie, go out to the movies, see a sexy leading man named Josh, come home, get a little faded off some nice red wine, also called Josh.
It's all subliminal.
It's sticking in the mind.
We need to
All right. I don't.
This is why I think our best tactic moving forward is us, the Coreys. We create a line of seltzers, alcoholic seltzers, and we name them
All right.
Bartholomew's.
Bartholomew's.
Because it's a weird enough name
They're just-
where people will just shorten it to Bart. We're back in the 90s. We got Bart's back. Because I feel like our greatest alliance as Coreys after the fate of the Coreys in the 80s, after our two greatest Coreys,
I know.
we got to get 90s Bart's back because they were good guys.
Right.
Okay, so Treasurer Corey,
That's me, right?
yeah, how much of the budget do you think
What's
it
up with
would
our money?
take-
You don't know it's your job.
I know, no, I know.
All right, but
It's a skeleton crew of Coreys, Corey.
Treasurer
I
Corey, tell
apologize.
me, like, talk to me. Like, how much of the budget is it going to get? Is it going to take for us to convince Josh Brolin to change his name to Ted?
We
Ted
have
Brolin.
been back and
Brolin.
forth.
Brosh, Joel,
negoti-
just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we've gone through many negotiations with Josh Brolin, and
Nothing yet?
he's a tough nut to crack. And honestly, it's a lot of his lawyers are coming to us saying, you know, like, you got to throw us a bone, change Feldman to Josh now. You know,
We're not giving up Feldman.
I know.
We're not drafting.
No, exactly.
That just reminds me topically. I just got off the phone with the Hassan contingent.
Oh.
There's a lot of trading going on with the Hassan right now.
Okay.
It is, and just that is purely out of northern New Jersey, hopefully back to Bucks County, Pennsylvania. But we'll see what the deal with. This is a topical bit that I am backing out of currently.
I'm not sure. I mean,
I trust your judgment on both sides to bring it up and to bail.
I did see.
Thank you.
I did see the new Hassan Hartnett movie. Very good.
oh yeah,
Hartnett.
It's a trap.
But unfortunately, what?
The
You're
movie,
probably
it's a
right.
trap.
Great point. No, but I have to say that Josh Minhaj is not a great comedic pundit.
To circle it back to our original point, I'm just
Right,
going to
right,
lure
right.
all the Joshes to a singular space and then release COVID. Is everybody cool with that?
That sounds good.
Oh yeah, let's do that. talking about Hassan Reddick not wanting to, like, just giving up on being on the Jets. Like, he got drafted to the Jets.
You got the wrong
deep cut.
people here if you're talking
Hasn't
about.
played
Am
a
I the
single
most
game for
sporty
them.
man?
You are the
here?
only sporty man, I think.
I don't know. Dan's wearing an Islanders hat. I gave.
Yeah, I don't think sports has ever come up on this show, Jesse.
I agree.
Well, it will now.
Baseball.
All right, fair enough.
I got one. Yeah, no, he got drafted to the New York Jets. Terrible team.
He got traded to the New York Jets from the
he's-
Eagles. Temple
Eagles.
grad. I love this dude. He was so much fun to watch. Played for the Eagles, was freaking great, and then the Eagles were like, "Fuck you, leave." And then he doesn't want to play for the Jets.
Yep.
It's pretty fun.
And so now he's just holding out. We're like, I'm not showing up to practice, and I think the fine is like $50,000 every day he doesn't show up to practice. And he's just
Imagine
like,
being able
no,
to
fuck
afford
you,
that.
give me more money.
We cut to outside Hassan Reddick's house. Knock, knock, knock. Hassan.
Yes.
You gotta come out and play football.
I don't want to.
Come on,
End
Hassan.
scene.
Hello, class. I'm the new student. I just wanted to introduce myself. Okay, that's hard to hear.
Don't let them get to you.
Prove yourself.
That's Gary the heckler. He heckles everything that happens here. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the class.
It's my name. I have no choice.
Thank you, Mr. Thirlby. I'm new to this school. I moved here from New York, and I love soccer, and I trade Magic the Gathering cards, and
It's taking everything I have not to interrupt.
I'm sorry. I'll just quickly introduce myself. My name is Jim Twump, and
I'm sorry, say it again.
One more time.
My name's Jim
The last name?
Twump.
I'm actually really okay with that. I'm back on your side now.
Of course you are.
I'm looking down at my syllabus here, and we must have misspelled it here.
No, I don't think so.
Well, this is you though, right here.
Mr. Thirlby,
What is it?
I'm trying to distance myself from my family.
Oh, I see.
So I changed one letter of my name.
Well, you mean to tell me that you're related to Stabbington Gwump, the famous serial killer?
Yeah, that's right.
You're sick. Your whole
Hey.
family is sick.
No, we're not. We're not sick.
Gary the heckler lost 8 brothers to Stabbington Gwump.
8.
I didn't like them anyway.
Yeah, Gary's real last name is Moriarty. His family's very Irish.
Very.
Was very Irish.
Yeah,
I
now
have
he's an
so
only
many
child.
extra brothers. I lost 8, and I'm still doing fine.
Man's lousy with brothers.
We're still not happy about it. I want to make it clear that Gary the heckler is compelled to criticize and find flaw in everything that happens to him, but we still don't approve of that serial killer killing all those people.
I see what you're saying, and it feels like
he's
you're
gonna
really
say
trying
he's
to,
fine with
to
it,
help
but-
me through this. But it was long enough ago, and the brothers I have left, we've really come together in the time since.
You had more than 8 brothers?
So many
As we
more.
said,
I have 8 left.
Lousy with brothers.
Yeah, he was the youngest child of 17 kids.
And hey, man, it's no big deal. Like, everyone's got a bad past. Like,
Thank
my
you.
dad's name was Sam.
Yeah.
I see. So,
Ooh, until you showed up, he was the ostracized one.
Yeah.
well, no, I mean, but that means you are the son of Sam, yes?
Actually, the
Oh, that's what that was meant.
Now, anyway, let's just get back to class. You're sitting next to
thank you.
Zodiac Killer.
Huh?
Right there.
Okay.
It's Zodiac Killer.
Don't worry, I've never said anything mean to him. I don't trust it.
Okay. I notice, Mr. Thirlby, is this word jumble on my desk from you or from...
No, I haven't passed out the assignment yet.
Is this from you, Zodiac?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for playing Zodiac as well. I mean,
I'm like the Eddie Murphy of improv.
what a strange thing for you to say.
Two characters.
Who's next? One who farts?
Anyway, I'm here in the base reality of this classroom.
All right.
Go on and teach your class.
All right, class. Let's open up to page 15 of your textbooks. Today we are learning about Nathaniel Hawthorne.
You're tired.
Nathaniel Hawthorne. I'm just going to write it here on the board.
You're tired.
What? Excuse me, who said that?
Sorry, it was me. It was me, Jim. Jim Twump.
Jim Twump. Why are you, this is your first day and you really should be thinking about making a good impression. Why are you calling things out like, thank you, Gary. Why are you calling things out, Gary?
I'm sorry. I was just worried about your well-being, and I thought you were tired. It's the opposite of what my Uncle Stabbington would do, who would, well, quite to the contrary, would point out when people were kind of overly excited or popular and say you're wired.
And your other Uncle Donald, was he not famous for telling people they had been fired?
Donald Glump?
I thought you were distancing yourself from your family.
Sure, I'm distancing myself from Stabbington and Donald Glump, yes.
I mean, you could have a maternal uncle as well.
Oh, with a different last name?
Perhaps similar, but different. Yes.
Strikingly similar.
I think it's gross.
What a weird coincidence.
Yeah, I think it's gross when two people get married with like extremely similar last names.
Well, we're talking about the difference. We're talking about a difference of a letter.
Sorry, I'm just really trying to distance myself. Maybe I shouldn't call out in class. I'll think about it when I go home to Twump Trower.
Now, Trower?
Is that like a pig pen? What?
No, it's a tower.
It was going to be a tower, yeah. All right. Well, let's get back to class here. I know it's fun to make fun of the disgusting new kid and his weird name and his connection to both a famous local serial killer.
We get it. Tell me about the book guy.
This is a weird kind of anti-heckling where you're trying to get us.
You want to hear class now?
Do your job.
Anyway, Nathaniel Hawthorne. He's an author. He sucks.
Chief, I just got word of some a robbery happening down at the bank.
What? Who's turn on my police scanner here.
No, there's no use. Every member of the force is out of town at the police picnic.
That means.
But wait, I have more bad news. Bucks County Batman also is out of town.
At the picnic?
At the picnic.
Ugh. I can't believe you.
All we have is Bucks County Green Lantern.
Yeah, you guys got my ring. I heard you guys might need me.
We didn't even call you yet. How did he get here?
Yeah, but I'm like on retainer. I just hang out back and just try to figure
That
out
accent.
Well, if he's gonna fight the villains currently robbing that bank, you know that he's going to have to charge his ring with his famous Green Lantern oath.
That's a great point.
This is gonna be painful for us both.
I know, and it's a lot to put on him. So we should, if he needs it, we can help him come up with a rhyme.
I don't like that we have
No,
to.
I remember. No, see, like I've developed my whole thing off that Ryan Reynolds movie, so I could probably
the worst
figure
version
it
of
out.
Green Lantern.
by darkest day, by brightest morning, I'm a Green Lantern. Fuck yeah, dude, go Birds!
Oh man. But wait, I remember an older version. Maybe it was your predecessor. It was by brightest day, or by darkest day, by brightest morning. I'm going down to a park called Dorney. Didn't really rhyme though. So.
Love Dorney Park. One time I went there and they closed because of a thunderstorm. We drove all the way out there, man. And then when we got there, we just went to Arby's instead.
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing else there. It's true.
Isn't there crime for me to fight?
There
right
is
now?
crime for you, and you're all we've got. Bucks.
I'm the crime hero.
Oh my god!
Oh no, it's my biggest threat.
Bucks
You know
County's
him?
greatest villain. Bucks
The
County,
crime.
Bucks County, the crime. The crimer.
The crime, dude.
We had to fold all our
Crime
criminals
sucks.
into one. All right, look. Let's just get this over with. Point your gun at me, and
Done. Okay.
yeah, okay. That is
Please, Green Lantern, save us.
You don't have to.
Yo, okay. Let me use my ring to just do like the form of
No.
Jason Kelsey just knocking people out.
You talk through it, and I'm just
Bah, bah,
gonna
bah.
walk over here. It seems like you're busy. I'm just gonna go to the back. It seems like people would rather help me than listen to you. So this might be the perfect scenario for me here, and I appreciate you
Hey.
showing up.
Hey, he's robbing the
there's one
police
thing-
station.
You
sure
know, there's
is.
one thing that I hate more as Green Lantern from Bucks County, and that is a blow to my self-esteem, man. You can't talk to us like that. I'm a hero.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, and I
Let's-
appreciate your service. You're actually helping me out a ton right now. But I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I have a lot of stuff I shouldn't have, and I probably shouldn't hang out at the police station. So I'm just gonna leave.
This has been a learning experience for me, the Bucks County Police Chief. First, Lieutenant, I'd like you to make a few notes.
Sure.
Number one, let's not have a picnic where all the police go on the same day.
No.
Yeah?
Hold on, guys. That was a great idea.
But you're
was
saying
one of
that because you like committing crimes.
Wait a minute.
There was a picnic?
Yeah, I guess
see,
no one
that-
told you, Bucks County Green Lantern.
This is a real blow to my self-esteem again.
And
Wait.
again,
Oh,
I'm
no.
so sorry that keeps happening to you. You're a great superhero as far
You
as
don't-
me doing crimes.
I'm.
Thanks, man. Thanks to crime.
You're,
Wait a minute. Bucks County Green Lantern's losing self-esteem. That takes away his ability to use the power of will.
That's true. His power is generated by his incredible willpower channeled through the emotional spectrum, which permeates all existence. However, the minor criticism he just received has severely damaged his abilities. Look, his the glowing green solid light construct of Travis Kelsey, I think it said it
Not
was.
Travis Kelsey.
No,
Jason
the good
Kelsey.
one. Come on, I'm the bad
He's the
guy.
good
right
one.
now.
Nobody thinks
Come on.
that.
Come on.
Well, that construct has faded into nothingness, depriving our only remaining superhero ever since Bucks County Aquaman tragically lost his life.
Yeah, he went to the Jersey
Not a lot of
Shore.
water here.
Yeah, you take one step in the Schuylkill, you're gonna melt your skin off.
It was very sad. And trust
Don't
me,
swim in the
the,
Schuylkill.
the
All the
county
screams
is,
of the
is
dying fish.
The county is committed to ignoring that problem as long as we can. But in any case, we need, Lieutenant, I hate to say it, but we're going to need to build Bucks County Green Lantern's confidence back up so he can continue to save our city for the next hour and 24 minutes until the picnic is over.
All right. Well, let's tell him things that he would want to hear. Hey, Bucks County Green Lantern, I bet I could get you your own show at the Keswick Theater.
I mean, that'd be pretty dope.
It would be dope.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's going to be really enough. I'm kind of feeling a lot of feelings right now. That's in Montgomery County,
so I'm just going to go.
Okay, wait. Do you want to...
Hey, wait, the crime. Can you help me? Because you seem to be really taking advantage of my weakened mental state. Maybe you could give me a nice compliment.
No, that seems only fair.
There are so many reasons I feel like I shouldn't do it, but it's a yin and yang thing. There's really no me without you, so I need you to be a capable superhero for this to feel like I'm doing crime. Otherwise, I'm just borrowing from a police station until the cops get home and take it back from me. So,
which we will do.
I trust you guys. I don't know why you guys aren't following me out right now, but it's fine. I'm not going to tell you how to do your jobs because it's really working out for me. But Bucks County Green Lantern, that Jason Kelsey that I saw for like 2 seconds, it was really impressive. It couldn't sing like the real one. It couldn't entertain me comedically like the real one, but it could get in the way like the
Kelseys are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Look,
it
Lieutenant,
did a great job of being briefly in the way.
It's working. Look at Bucks County Green Lantern.
Hey, the crime! Go Birds!
Oh, he said his famous motto, "Go Birds." And look, it's created a huge green eagle, the very entity of will that governs all willpower in the universe.
It's swooping down. Its vicious talons are tearing the crime to pieces.
Oh, God.
That sucks. Why did I participate in my own demise?
Oh, no. Now Swoop's throwing batteries at him.
This is helping.
But the batteries are breaking and the battery acid is spilling over the crime. Well, perhaps it's just as well.
You're welcome.
I mean, we had a Bucks County Batman.
But worse.
We had a Bucks County Batman. We had a Bucks County Aquaman. We had a Bucks County Green Lantern. But we didn't get a real, supervillain, just a guy calling himself the crime. Maybe now we can actually afford a proper... nemesis for Bucks County Green Lantern, the third greatest force of justice in all of Bucks County after the official police force, Bucks County Batman, an unelected Samaritan, and this guy. Well, Josh, the montage of scenes is now complete, is it not?
Yeah, it has gone off without a hitch.
There was not a single
George,
hitch.
Danny?
I feel more afraid than I ever have in my entire life.
Danny, you seem to be getting lower in the frame the longer the show goes.
It's not unintentional.
Honestly, it's providing me the way I'm looking at the phone, where it's like I'm just above his head, so it looks proportionate to my. Now I'm his hat.
Well, Josh, what? So we now in the course of regular events, we would have the Big Town Big Scene, which takes up the remainder of the program's runtime. And is, instead of one singular scene set in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, it is, in fact...
Let's never go back there.
Multiple scenes, many characters who can introduce themselves however they please, really, and multiple locales.
That sounds right, Jesse. All I guess we need is some way to inspire us to come up with some ideas. Usually, I guess we would use the random word generator, but today, maybe...
Is that like a wheel with emotions?
Today, I was thinking maybe we could use something a little different.
Oh.
a sort of a wheel of emotions.
All right. Well, I mean,
Intern.
I could have just given you the real one.
Well, right. So first we need a quick parody song. Wheel is it Sweet Emotion on yours?
Sweet Emotion. No, it's
what
not
I
Sweet
do.
Emotion. It's not at all Sweet Emotion. Don't you dare say it's Sweet
Not at
Emotion.
all Sweet Emotion.
But you're on the right track.
How about this? Here is Jesse about to spin the wheel of emotions. It goes like this: wheel of emotions, keep turning. I don't know what I'll feel tomorrow. It's mostly the same lyrics.
This is why I don't usually do second verses on my parody songs.
But
right.
I can tell you that will be the theme song of the next episode.
All right. Well, Jesse has spun the wheel. We all saw it happen. Tick, 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 tick. And maybe it landed on, but Jesse's gone, so we'll never know what it landed on.
It landed on Fearful Escape.
all right. What have we got, Josh?
Oh, right. I'm doing it. Yes.
I've spun the wheel. Now I'm turning it towards you to read what is clearly written there on the wheel.
We've got envy, pleasure, pity, disappointment, and satisfaction.
Margaret, are you not simply delighted, overjoyed to be spending the weekend at the Lionstock's country home?
Oh, yes, Lionel. I'm quite overjoyed indeed.
Yes.
Oh, I was just going to say this is the finest place for a fine couple to spend their time.
Indeed, I was delighted when I received the invitation from the Lionstocks, the wealthiest and most famous couple in all of southern Wales.
Yes, we are in southern Wales, aren't we?
Yes, though of course we are not from southern Wales.
No, if we were, we'd have a Welsh accent.
Which we don't.
I know what it sounds like, and it's not this.
Instead, I, Lionel, and you, Margaret, are visiting the Lionstocks from our home, which is somewhere else. And I've just pulled the car up their driveway. Shall I knock on their delightful, heavy, ominous brass knocker, dear?
Oh, please do, Lionel.
Very well. Then here I go. How many knocks? Shall we say 3 knocks?
I think we should knock 3.
1. 2.
A 2.
And 3.
A 3.
Now we simply have to wait, for undoubtedly a servant will open the door and invite us in.
Yes, and so our expectation, I suppose, is that they are very wealthy and impressive.
Hey! Hey!
Oh,
You hit me with your car!
Oh, behind us, look!
Oh dear, I better spin around.
You were too busy
Well, I'm afraid-
with all these weird platitudes going up to the house. I don't know how you didn't notice me. I wanted to take your bags in and be super polite, and now I'm under your car.
Well, sir, if you had simply looked a little bit fancier, I surely could have distinguished you from the surrounding gardens and decor. But
I still can't tell who's talking.
They want us to blend in.
Yes, that's a terrible idea in a driveway.
I see the issue now.
But I'll simply back up. Well, good heavens,
Appreciate
I'm
it.
dreadfully sorry. Let me put on a glove here and offer you a hand to up.
Lionel, perhaps another glove just to be safe.
2 gloves would be good.
That makes sense.
Thank you, darling.
Now, what is your name, sir?
Yes, what are you?
I'm Jerry.
Jerry, and you're a servant.
Jerry.
Now, Margaret, you know as well as I do that the line stalks are rather unusual. Having one of their servants dress up in this camouflage suit that blends them into the driveway is perhaps one of their strange quirks.
I see.
I thought it was weird when he said it, but money's money.
Well, now that
Hey, can you get off my foot?
Oh, I'm standing on another.
Oh dear!
I'm the one that looks like the shrub. Can you just get off my foot?
This is dreadful. I'm so embarrassed.
That's stanch.
I'm Stanch.
Jerry
I'm
and
the bush guy.
Excuse me a moment.
It's more of a family name.
Margaret.
I never actually got his first name.
Are you having any second... After meeting Jerry and Stanch, the two servants who camouflage themselves into the surrounding house, are you having second thoughts about our weekend with the line stalks?
Perhaps I am, but, well, part of
But
me...
look, Jerry and Stanch are now getting our bags from out of the car and dutifully taking them inside, though I note that when they reach the front door of the mansion, they take off their camouflage suits and put on different suits that blend them into the decor of a living room or a home interior.
You'd think that, but actually, but mine is just a series of mirrors that reflect around me to prevent me. See, I go both inside and outside. Jerry's only allowed as the driveway, so I'll take the bags from here, Jerry. You continue. I'll bring them up to their room.
Well, I suppose that is sensible.
Fascinating. Like, Stanch has a very advanced, DARPA suit with cameras that are constantly recording and projecting an image to create a camouflage, and Jerry is just
like from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
Yes, but Jerry
exactly
is just
like
very...
Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Yeah, no, it's this is what happened with new money. Like, you guys seem like very old money. Believe it or not, the hills of Wales have become much like a Silicon Valley of the United Kingdom.
I've heard something about that. The Kleinstocks are nouveau rich, having made all their money in mysterious ways. But wait, I hear someone on the steps. Could this be Mr. Kleinstock himself descending to greet his guests?
Oh, perhaps. I wonder what he will sound like.
Indeed. Surely when we hear his voice for the first time, that question will be answered, Margaret.
Indeed. I have an idea.
Yes. Let's see if you're right or not, because I think he's about to speak.
I don't know how to sound like this.
No, I don't.
Say what you just said again, Linestock.
I don't know how to sound like this.
Margaret?
I think he said he doesn't normally sound like this.
Margaret, do you think Linestock was recently, hit in the nods with a football and now has, a really high-pitched voice?
This is the most surprised I've been since I saw that servant get completely naked so that he could put on a bunch of mirrors and cameras.
Well, Linestock, I'm Lionel, Druthinghammer, and this is my wife, Margaret Druthinghammer. We received your invitation to a weekend in the country in southern Wales.
Never heard of you. Come on in.
This is strange. This is strange, Margaret. Linestock claims never to have heard of us.
It is strange. This voice. He says he doesn't normally sound this way, and, well, I hope this isn't true. It goes against what we've already heard about him being a new money sort of Silicon Valley type, but
right.
You don't suppose this is Michael Jackson in disguise, do you?
I hope
it's not.
I hate to say it, Margaret, but this seemingly idle weekend in the country may be the beginnings of another Lionel and Margaret amateur detective adventure.
I'm going to need a drink.
Oh, well, look.
Rolling the title card for the time drama title card. It's Murder, She Wrote, but with posh British people. Boom, boom.
Yes.
And cheers to that. Clink.
What a lovely bar you have and study you have set up here, Mr. Lionstock.
Have you met the bartender?
Oh, this must
no.
be him right here. What can I get you?
Oh, a martini for me and 2 for him.
Martini. I lean over.
Oh, I'm glad you like that, Kleinstock. Oh, yes?
I
so amusing.
whisper something that you cannot hear in Lionstock's ear.
That I cannot hear in Lionstock's ear?
That's right.
Oh,
Don't worry.
I
I'll
am
tell you
whispering
later.
some.
Oh,
Here is your martini, Mrs. Drothermeyer.
Better make it a triple.
I already made it.
I'll drink that one.
All right.
Okay, you have my single and I'll...
Here is the next one.
Can I have 2 more singles?
Yes. Margaret, do you notice something odd about this bartender?
Yes, he's handing 3 martini glasses to Lionstock.
Who is drinking them
One for each
and then
hand.
handing them right back where they are being refilled.
Yes, but was there something else you noticed, Lionel?
About the bartender?
Yes, about bartender.
Yes, the well, it's very strange to me, but he looks somehow familiar.
Oh, I don't know that I feel the same. Only I've got a strange feeling, Lionel, seeing all the servants here and the strange ways they are made to work. I almost start to
they can
pity
hear you.
them.
You pity the servants who are forced
Lionstock, this is a stage whisper. They can't
Yes,
hear
you-
us, and neither
yes.
can you.
You're 3 drinks in, bud.
All right,
What?
Margaret, you're saying that you pity Stanch,
Cuts
Jerry.
to the hallway outside of the bar. Yo, these guys are talking really loud.
I can't
That's
believe
really
you
loud,
pity
right?
them, Margaret.
Oh, these poor pitiable souls, so embarrassing, and yet I have feelings of warmth toward them.
I'm hearing everything they're saying. I have a degree, and I'm pitiful.
Nasty, yucky sorts.
I imagine even if Stanch had a degree, that would just make me pity him more because he's working as a servant in a country house. What a waste of his education that hypothetical scenario would be.
Indeed.
I'm gonna head out.
Well, now, have we concluded our whisper?
I think so. Well, we be meeting your wife, Mrs. Mr. Lionstock. Is your wife coming to dinner tonight?
I don't know. She's her own person.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Fair enough. I guess we'll go up to our rooms and freshen up before dinner tonight.
Oh shit, there's dinner?
I mean, I'm sure you don't have to prepare it yourself, Mr. Lionstock.
No doubt you
How
have
many
a cook.
are you?
There are 2 of us.
2? All right.
Well, we'll just head out and up the stairs. I'll close
Hey,
the door.
this is Stanch from outside. First of all, I hear everything you're saying. Second of all, I'll order something in, Mrs. Lionstock. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. You guys go up ahead to your rooms.
All right. I suppose that's what we'll do.
Thanks.
Come on, Margaret.
All right.
Stanch, Jerry, and Lionstock. Do you think that they suspect anything?
That we're criminals, killed the rest of the family, and have
that's
taken
the
over
one.
this
Do you
spot?
think they suspect that we killed the real Lionstock and replaced him?
Nah, I think they're I think they're kind of oblivious to the whole thing.
Excellent.
You know how money can be.
That's true. They seem like oblivious rich people. I was a little concerned when I heard that title card song about them being amateur detectives. But on the other hand, they are amateurs, right? So
Yeah.
I think
what does that even mean?
yeah, it's probably fine. Now, we just need to find where Linestock, who is dead, the original Linestock, where he hid the safe with all the money somewhere in this house. And then we can kill these two rich people interlopers and make our getaway.
Hey, fellas!
Oh, it's the other part of our criminal gang. Gudgeon.
That's right, it's me, Gudgeon. Le Gudgeon. I'm French. I found something.
What's that?
This piece of paper in a side table drawer looks like a combination to the safe.
Let me see it.
Our plan's going off without a hitch. Boy, I'm sure glad we used the best actor among us to take the place of Linestock.
Yes, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, man, you're killing it.
But
You're just
like
like him.
But that brings me
Kind
to
of
my next
incredible.
point. They were asking about Mrs. Linestock, whom we also killed, which means, LeGudgeon, you must play Mrs. Linestock at dinner tonight, or they will become suspicious.
Hey, I'm an expert safecracker.
But they have seen the rest of us. I'm pretending to be the bartender, even though I'm not really a bartender, but actually the getaway driver, Orbovic. And then there is Stanch and Jerry and Linestock, the imposter Linestock, who I'm going to continue calling Linestock just for clarity's sake.
And thank you. I appreciate that because I'm going to be honest with you. Not a huge fan of his real name.
No, his real name is embarrassing and also in poor taste.
Yes. You hear that, Josh?
Fucking Josh.
Sorry!
All right. So let's just review. I, Orbovic, pretending to be the bartender, while the rest of you are at dinner, I will search the house using this combination we found to try and find the hidden safe. Meanwhile, Stanch and Jerry, you will be the servants bringing in dinner, and Linestock imposter, Josh, you will pretend to be Linestock, while LeGudgeon pretends to be Mrs. Linestock. All you have to do is keep these two amateur detectives, old money, fussy people busy for one evening while we find the safe, and then the heist has succeeded successfully. Naturally, we are saying all this in a real whisper, so that no one can possibly hear.
Not that it's super necessary, because this was a plan we've had for some time.
Yes.
But I do appreciate us going over it multiple times.
I do think it
ever
helps
since
to-
that
Can't be
album.
too prepared.
Yeah.
I got so
Okay.
lost in
Helpful.
character.
Okay.
We cut to dinner. Now, Lionel,
Yes, Margaret.
before we go into the dining room,
Yes.
I am quite convinced that there's something unusual going on here. And I do believe we, as amateur detectives, will be able to uncover it before the end of this dinner.
Let's review the facts. Linestock claims not to have even remembered sending us an invitation to to this weekend dinner event.
That's right. And we've yet to see his wife.
Indeed. Now, I think we'll know if something's up, because I remember reading an article about Mrs. Clementine Linestock in the Sunday Herald, which said she is a short, thuggish, mannish woman who speaks in a
Deep, raspy voice, yes.
Yes.
Yes, so
Safe
we don't
save.
know how to recognize her.
Exactly. There's Linestock and a woman in a evening gown who I must only assume to be his wife.
Hey, This is my wife.
Mrs. Livestock.
That's the one.
Charmed, I'm sure. This is my husband.
That's me.
Margaret.
Hi, honey.
It does seem to match the general description, including Mrs. Clementina Linestock's penchant for exaggerated winking.
Yes, and her 5 o'clock shadow.
Indeed. Well, what are we having for dinner, Mr. Linestock?
Stanch?
It's Stanch. Hi, it's me, Stanch. I ran out, and hope you like pizza. Cause the regular cook, he's out right now. Currently indisposed at the moment. So we got a red pie, white pie. Enjoy.
Well, no matter. Why don't I get up and help you out in the kitchen?
Oh, no, that's totally fine. Don't, whatever you do, and I mean this with all due respect as guests of our home, don't go in there. Whatever you do, don't go in there.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go slice this pizza.
Where is this safe?
What was that?
Nothing. It had nothing. Where is the knife for the pizza cutter? Like those circular, the pizza cutters. That's what he's looking for. Don't
Lionel,
go in there.
I thought I heard someone in the other room say, "Where is the safe?" But he said, "Where is the pizza cutter?"
And you would think that. You would absolutely think that, but that was not. It's not. I'm gonna go. You guys, you keep talking.
I suppose
hey, Linestock, why don't you do some better distracting?
Have you two had pizza? You guys know pizza?
I'm afraid, actually, this would be my first time having pizza.
Yes, we've not yet met.
Oh well. Then surely you must understand safety first.
Safety. Is it dangerous eating pizza?
High risk.
Well, that would make sense if the man in the other room said, "Where is the safe?" like I thought he did. But he said, "Where's the pizza cutter?" Stanch just explained that.
Well, I do
It's
understand
a safety pizza cutter.
Well, that's just prudence at work, if you ask me.
All right, so listen, all we have to do is not yell what we're doing in the kitchen.
I'm sorry.
And we'll load up
I'm
the explosives onto
not...
the front of the safe. So all we gotta do is put the C4 on the front of the safe, and we will blow it out, and then we'll just run with the money and go.
This is an excellent something about
plan,
C4.
Stanch. But the fact
It's
is,
all part of the pizza making process.
I've got the.
It's all part of the pizza making process. You didn't hear anything about a safe or C4. You heard pizza cutter and Pecorino Reggiano.
Alino.
Yep,
Margaret,
I'm going with that.
Margaret.
Yes, Lionel.
I think it's time for a little amateur sleuthing. I'll make an excuse, and you have a poke around.
Ah, good thinking.
Oh dear, Margaret, your bustle has unbustled.
Oh, how embarrassing.
No, it's cool. It's totally fine, actually. This is really
Okay. You're much too kind, Mr. Linestock, but my dear wife must go rebustle the washroom just around the corner, dear.
No need for modesty. Just let it all hang out. We're fine. We're all old friends, right?
My wife is not going to sit here
Right?
with her tits hanging out.
Yeah, it's okay, darling. I'll take her. Oh, very kind of you, Mrs. Linestock. So it's just this way?
Me and Mr. Linestock will have a discussion of the stock market.
And I'm Stanch.
All right. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Stanch. Okay, look here. I get it with the C4. It's a good plan, but look at this. There's two things here that could be the safe, and I can't tell which is which.
Okay.
He's got like a dummy safe, which is weird because it's next to the other one, so it's just a 50-50 shot.
I think it's in our best interest to blow them both up.
You're probably right, but that's going to make like twice as loud an explosion, right?
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay. By the way, what did you do? What did you do with the body of the original Linestock? You know, the guy we were pretending.
I put it in the third safe.
The third safe.
There's a third safe downstairs. Do you guys not know about the third safe?
That's the first I've heard of it.
Wait, you guys don't know about the third safe?
No.
Oh my God, you got to come down and look at this third safe.
Now
There's like a ton of money in it too. I figured it was a really good place to hide the body.
Hang on a moment.
Meanwhile, in the hallway. But I thought the washroom was this other way. What are these stairs going downward, Mrs. Lionstock? Oh yeah, just lean your head in real close and push. Oh, what the?
What was that in the dining room? What was that crash I just heard? Linestock, didn't you hear that loud crash?
That's what the crust sounds like when it's baking.
I'm not sure how many more things I could pass off as being a natural part of the eating of and preparation of pizza.
Oh, when you eat it, it's all worth it.
All right, come on, Stanch, down these steps. LeGudgeon, what are you doing here at the top of the steps?
I just knocked the lady down in there. She was getting too close to finding out what's going on. Now we just gotta deal with the guy.
Hold on.
I'm LeGudgeon.
Stanch, didn't you tell me that the third safe is at the bottom of these stairs?
Yeah, with the other bodies and all the money that I've got.
Right, and I just want to clarify a few things real quick. First, the original Linestock, the guy that we killed, right? You killed him by pushing him down these stairs, right?
Yeah.
And the subsequent lady, you've also pushed down these stairs, right?
Pushed her real good, yeah.
And we are certain that a fall down these stairs is 100% fatal, right?
Must be, right?
I'm going to go with like a 85.
Okay, that's not that confident, Stash. Meanwhile,
85's good. 85's passing.
At the bottom of the stairs.
Ooh. My, what a brute that woman is. What? Is that a person here? Hello?
Yes. What's going on? Oh, my head.
Wait a minute. Linestock. Is that you?
That's me, Mr. Linestock.
And Mrs. Linestock.
Hey, how's it going?
Of course, there you are. Wow, but you were just upstairs.
Oh, see, that's an imposter that I'm actually being terrified and kept down here against my will. So is my husband.
Yes.
It has not been an ideal situation, but thank you for so much for coming. Honestly, in retrospect, our invite for have you for dinner for over the weekend has turned into a real rescue mission.
Rescue mission, of course.
Except, my dear, I note that she is in the same predicament as us, trapped down here in the third safe.
Oh, yes. That is true. We are still in the third safe.
Yes, we all did a big tumble down the stairs and just rolled until we got into a safe.
It's amazing that no matter what we do, we make that cartoony noise when we fall downstairs.
Every time.
And then we roll into a safe and the door closes.
But
who was that?
Oh, that's our son, Kenny.
Kenny Linestock?
Yes, they forgot about him, so I guess they're not impressed.
Okay.
Kenny's nice because he's got a combination of both mine and my wife's very particular accents.
Yes, I see that.
No, but what about our problem?
Well,
what about our problem?
I think we can only hope that my husband Lionel will save us now.
I don't see how. You see, the third safe in our home is a masterpiece of engineering. What happens
Really? Because we all just sort of rolled into it and then the door closed behind us.
That's what makes it a masterpiece.
Anything that rolls down those steps is sucked into the safe and trapped inside. We can't get out.
Yeah,
We're
some
trapped
sort
here
of
with all our
vacuum
money.
technology.
With all our money, we're trapped inside.
All the money, you say?
Yes, no doubt they're trying to figure out how to get in without rolling down.
Cut to the top of the stairs.
Okay. We
Well,
know
I
more
think
than we did.
Yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
they were talking so loud.
Maybe if they
This
keep
family
talking,
has
they'll tell
no
us how.
volume control whatsoever. As soon as you get a little bit past $1 million, your vocal cords just amplify
I guess
for
so.
some reason.
Hey,
Don't
We
understand
gotta watch out for that when we steal the money, you know?
Good point, good point.
That is true.
Can I say one
That
thing?
is-
I'm
Yeah.
so glad we didn't try to blow up either of the other two safes.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, but like, aren't you a little curious of what's in there? That's for a different episode. I mean story. I mean month.
at the bottom of the stairs. So, the only way to access this safe without being
sucked
trapped
in.
inside it is contained in the other two safes.
Oh.
Back up the top of the stairs. Holy
They're
shit! We
just
figured
telling us
it out.
everything.
This is great. They're idiots. All right, let's go. C4. Come on. You too, Jerry.
But after they're gone, back at the bottom. Luckily, those safes are immune to C4. Unluckily, I have such a poor memory, Mrs. Druthermeyer, that I wrote the combination down. And it's the same for both of them. As long as they don't find the combination, they won't be able to get in no matter how much C4 they use.
Well, they're not too smart. It's not likely they'll find the combination, and even if they did, maybe they forgot they ever even said that.
It's possible. But what can we do? What can we do? The only things in this safe are our piles of money and the controls for our projection mirror suit.
Wait a minute.
Cuts to Jerry finding the code.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Hey,
you totally
guys.
had that code from earlier.
guys, remember? I can't come in the house, but you got that paper? It was on the table.
Okay,
it wasn't even hidden.
we'll just come back outside. That's not a big problem. It's just a couple of... Meanwhile, in the dining room. So you say the stock market's doing good, Mr. Limestone.
It's doing pretty well.
That's good to
I
hear.
invested heavily in me and
Yep.
other things that I
Smart
like.
thinking. Smart thinking. I'll have to remember those investments. You have a keen financial mind.
This way, boys. Come on, to the kitchen.
We're
Mr.
almost
Pizza
there.
team.
Wait, look! Isn't that Stanch there? Stanch, I can see you clearly. You're no longer reflecting your surroundings. Something is happening with all those screens.
Oh,
It's forming words. Hold on, everyone. I need to put my glasses on.
Stanch is trying to just cover up parts of it.
No.
but it's also
I can,
just
dear
a
Lionel,
mirror.
everyone up there is imposters trying to steal keys to the downstairs safe. Stop them. Love, your beloved wife, Margaret. Oh, well, may I type in a reply here?
Well,
I mean,
that's weird. Stanch's shirt knows your name.
Meanwhile, in the safe. Oh, what's this? Some sort of printer? A ticker tape printout.
What's it say?
Oh, that makes sense. Come to think of it, they were acting a bit like imposters, and Mr. Linestock's stock recommendations were not very good. I will use my powers of karate to defeat these ruffians and save you from your imprisonment. Signed, your beloved Lionel.
Upstairs. Well then, time to begin. Stanch, wasn't it? Karate punch!
Ow! Son of a bitch!
And Jerry...
I seen it coming. He wrote the paper.
Linestock, wasn't it? Karate kick!
Thanks for still calling me Linestock. I was really getting into this character.
And the bartender, karate twirl. And now that leaves only Jerry, who is outside. Excuse me a moment.
Don't worry, I'll just leave.
No, Jerry, I'm afraid it's too late for that. Karate execution.
Oh,
Oh.
Now, quickly.
Sweet release.
Now, quickly. I'll just grab this note containing the combination, unlock the 2 safes, seize the 2 keys, run downstairs, insert them into the 2 locks without getting sucked in, turn the locks, and the 3rd secret safe opens, revealing not only my beloved wife Margaret, but also the still living Mr. and Mrs. Linestock and their previously unmentioned son, Kenny.
Oh, darling, you've done it. You certainly know what karate is.
Oh, Margaret, once again, the combination of your incredible deductive powers and my karate skills has saved the day.
I'll cheers to that. I'm kind of making that like a catchphrase.
All the imposters are dead. Now, Mr. Linestock and Mrs. Linestock, your home is once again your own.
Well, I couldn't thank you enough. Us and Kenny can't thank you even the slightest bit more than what we already have. You should leave now.
Yes, it's probably real wise. After all, the police will have to be notified about all these corpses.
Yeah, your body count's kind of insane right now. My house is covered in karate blood.
Well, thank you for a lovely evening, and we hope that you will have us back. Come along, dear. Another mystery solved. What is it?
That siren. I am afraid we may be too late. The police may already be here. Or wait a minute. What's that? That's not the police.
It seems to be almost an emerald glow upon the horizon.
Oh, no.
Yo, I'm here to save your life.
Oh, Bucks County Green Lantern.
This is Southern Wales. You're so far outside your jurisdiction.
Large Welsh population just outside of the city, greater Philadelphia area. Haven't you ever heard of Bryn Mawr?
Yes, that's right.
Well, and he's got his idea.
I suppose all we can do now is all together say the Bucks County Green Lantern motto.
And that seems the only thing. So, Linestock, Mrs. Linestock, Kenny, my beloved Margaret, myself, and of course Bucks County Green Lantern himself will now intone the famous words.
Oh,
in darkest days, brightest morning, something about hills.
Well,
go birds.
George and Danny, thank you so much for joining us in Big Town.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed your visit to Big Town. Why
don't you two tell us about what sorts of things you do?
Yeah.
Danny, go ahead, because I feel like I carried a lot of the accent work in that thing, so I feel like now
No,
you
I
have
had
to
that
actually
one voice. When does this come out?
Ooh, what a good question. 3 weeks, maybe?
All right, then y'all missed George and I on a show together. That never happens. You missed the chance to see it. Oh well.
But you two are stand-ups as well as podcasters. Yeah.
Yes, we are the co-hosts of Feel Feelings. If you want a good in for it, Josh had a fantastic episode a couple weeks back, which will be like 2 months back probably when this comes out.
Whimsical.
Yes.
It was good. Whimsy's always a good one. But yeah, we do a podcast with other funny people and sometimes not so funny people.
Hey, wait a minute.
And we kind of take one emotion. They know who they are. It's one specific version. But we have them come on the show and we kind of unpack a specific emotion. Me and Danny are also stand-ups around the greater Philadelphia area, which is why I can talk like that. I have a show coming up in September, but you can check all that out at my Instagram, which we talked about a little bit, which is at Brudermann, but spelled phonetically, where it's BROODURMIN. You can follow the show at Feel Feelings Pod on Instagram, or is it just
correct.
Feel Feelings?
Yep, Feel Feelings.
Yeah,
Pod.
nailed it.
Yeah.
And then
if
Danny's
that's wrong,
somewhere.
it'll get you where you need to go.
It'll get you there.
Yeah, I'm Danny_Getz. That'll, all the different podcasts I produce and make. And I have Blanket and Covers is my other podcast. It comes out every other Wednesday where we pick a band or a song and we just, do a full deep dive into all the covers available. And I think timing wise, it might actually be the most recent episode. Josh will be on the most recent episode when this comes out. So we're recording that late night tomorrow night. A couple of late nights in a row.
Yeah, we're doing great.
I love it.
Yeah, the Weird Al episode. Josh is
yes, of
curating
course.
for us as we speak.
Weird Al has said Josh's name.
Oh yeah,
That's true. I heard it.
Josh Pilch.
There it is.
Wow. Wow. Big
Big win.
Big plug.
That's
Big,
the kind of action
big
I
get.
expect you to bring tomorrow night too.
Oh yeah, I can bring that audio file.
It's with him everywhere he goes. It's a ringtone. It's on a soundboard, just like when he needs it.
Every time he
speaking of-
introduces himself.
Well, Josh,
Well, and speaking of sounds, I'll just say that all of our original music that you, of course, have been hearing all this time is by Steve Wilder Blumenthal of wilderbluemusic.com, who I just got
Great
drinks
guy.
with the other night. Great guy.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Good drinks.
And so, Jesse, take it away.
From the classroom where you try to disguise your familial connections, heckled by
To,
Gary,
to the meeting of the Coreys.
and from the meeting of the Coreys to, what was the third one? Oh, the Bucks County Green Lantern. Bucks County Green Lantern.
Yes, and from the Bucks County Police Department all the way to the manor of, I already forgot their name,
The Line Stocks
Somewhere in
in
Wales.
Southern
Stocks
Wales.
in Southern Wales. And
And
from,
from the Linestock Manor,
all the way to Big Town. I always do this wrong. All the way to Big Town.
they go to Big Town, and then from Big
And
Town,
from Big Town to
your town.
And then we say, bye.
Bye.